How we doing, my friends? Florida History Hunter. We are back out in the woods getting ready to do another creek slog. And cutting through this area. And I noticed that some animals had bedded down in this ring. So we're going to keep our eyes open to make sure that we don't walk up on something and startle it and get ourselves in trouble. So this is kind of cool. Some kind of made of grass. Look at the size of those seed pods. Very cool. So this is an unusual area where there's it's very hilly, short hills, and there seems to be also a lot of debris deposit from when it was flooding back here. Like here's this sort of sand island right here. Like it's a high sand island. And then, look at that, there's a very old iron post for wire fencing. And these were stamped. Believe it or not, there was a guy that actually had a machine that would press railroad rail into these. And look, there's actually a wire fence buried up in here. Right there. There's the wire fence. And so I think this is my friend's property line. There's some rock and all down on here. Now I've got permissions, so I'm allowed to come in here. What we're doing is we're making sure this ain't gonna fall down on me before I cross under it. Got some live oaks, which had grown on top of other live oaks that have since died. We're gonna head over here and work our way over to the creek. There's some more fence line right there. Ooh, a little bit of pollen in the air, excuse me. So I should really be looking on the ground. I just don't know how prevalent finding artifacts on the ground. You know, I do better when it was mud or something that may have been deep buried in the mud or sand like this. And so something like this, I want to take to the creek. And we're going to come back up because I see a charcoal pile right there. So here's our creek. Oh wow, yeah, the creek's got at least 1 foot or 2 feet of water in it from where it was just a few days ago. Wow, what a difference. Big flow of water today, people. Big flow of water. But that's gonna have loosened things up. Also, it's the things that weren't exposed yesterday should be protruding today. And it's a really nice day today, so it's nice and clear. Yeah, that is palm. You can tell by how fibrous the material is. Yeah, look at it's a lot more flow than there was yesterday. I think for sure. And that's a nice piece of driftwood right there. Look at that baby. That's a gorgeous piece of driftwood. Modern wine bottle. Bush Persol aluminum can, 1970s. And here's our piece, and it's just natural erosion. As you can see, everything's just naturally formed. There's no evidence of anybody having pushed tools around on it. And that's the only way you can really positively identify things on a preliminary identification, that is. I'm going to give it a good visual inspection. There's way too much water to actually see what's caught up in this spillway. Ooh. Little off balance there. Oh, look at this. The parts, the creek parts, left and right. Oh. It's an itty bitty island. There is so much sand in this creek bed. What do you call a boomerang that don't come back? A broken stick. Here's another island with some kind of natural trail. This is all natural pond. Here's another one of those islands, small island. Goes uphill. Everything should have ended up uh-oh, wait a minute now. Look, I got the right consistency mud. Ooh, easy there. Smells like turpentine. you freaking kidding me? It's gigantic. Could be just where there was an old tree root, or it's something else. Oh, holy crap, man. You know, I don't know. It's hard as crap, and it definitely has signs of having been worked. Alright, folks. If I had a guess, I'm gonna guess that's part of a canoe. And so we're gonna record it, and then I'm gonna wait until I can get some help out here, because this kind of digging kicks my butt. It's gonna be just like the spot that they would have buried something valuable like that in the mud right along the creek bed. I mean, that's like the perfect, it's just that whole area there. This thing's like a good place to stash. In case you're just joining us, you're a Florida history hunter. The Land Digs, Central Florida, and you're on the hunt for wood artifacts, which, being in a damp tropical climate, seems like that wouldn't happen. But we know that the indigenous peoples had knowledges that we still don't know ourselves, and one of them was the storage of prized possessions, and they put a very high value on certain wood objects. The most valuable being canoes. It took a master to make a canoe, and canoes could possibly last generations. Just to give you an idea how important they were to the culture, because with the canoe they were able to travel, and back then the natural waterways were the highways, and they were everywhere, much more extensive than today, because the entire water table of the earth has shifted. So I notice there's a little bit of a ridge right here, and so we're going to come up ridge in a minute, a little bit. I'm thinking that this might have been a spot where possibly the train was, or hey, that's cool. There's actually a house here at one time. Somewhere up here. I can feel it. It just feels like there was a house here someplace. Just like I'm picking up on the vibe that people are here for long periods of time. It's pretty modern trash. What's that? Toolbox. Kind of you would put on the back of a truck. And what is that? There's an owl right there. Just saw an owl fly by. It's right in front of me. got something to show you. So I shall. Alright, he said right here. This is where the eye wants me to look, down here someplace. I just circled off to the right. Our creek has gotten into where it's turned into swamp. And so there must be a seep or a weep or a seep or a spring. That's the name I can give it, but I'm sure to nail it. Oh, mud. Hoo-hoo-hoo, big time. Light as a feather, light as a feather, light it. Ain't no such thing as light as a feather right there, sucker. Huh. Oh yeah. So folks, you remember this when you're like, dude, can I go? This is what you're gonna be dealing with. One false move and you're 5 feet in the mud. Even the sandbars liquefied. Oh, don't stop. If I stop, I'm gone. Still haven't found the main tributary. There it is.